Welcome to Flow. Let's get started. Today we'll start off in a standing position. Bring your feet about hips width distance apart. Bring your hands to rest down by your side. Maybe allow your eyes to close and take just a few moments to bring your focus and awareness to your breathing. Feel your ribs and your belly expand with every inhale. And with every exhale, allow yourself to stand up just a little taller. Blink your eyes open, reach your arms up overhead. Touch your palms at the top, and then on your exhale, open up through your arms, soften through your knees, and find a forward fold. Hang out in this forward fold for just a few moments. We're going to be focusing a lot on the hamstrings today in an active position. Inhale for a halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. Pause here for a moment, have a bit of a bend with your knees. And then release back to your forward fold. Open your arms, stand all the way up. Once again, connect your palms to the top, and we're going to repeat. We're going to go through that again. Open the arms, soften your knees, forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Bring your hands to your shins or your thighs. And then release back to your forward fold. Open up through your arms, push down through your feet as you come to stand. Let your palms connect to the top. And one more time here, open the arms, soften your knees, forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift, lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. Open your arms, stand all the way up, stack through your bones. Maybe even look up towards your hands. And then this time, forward fold, bring yourself down. Keep your right foot where it is and step your left foot back. So we're coming into a pyramid posture. So you can bring your feet as close or far apart as feels accessible. Bend your back knee, come into a little squat, and then extend. We're gonna do that a few more times. Bend through the back knee. Maybe it taps down to the mat, and then extend. Feel that length, especially through the right hamstring again, as you come up to this extension. Bend and then lengthen. We take this 2 more times. Bend through the back knee, maybe it taps the ground, and then lengthen. And last one, bend your back knee, and then lengthen and hold right here in your pyramid pose. Now you may need to have a bit of a bend through your front right knee, and that's okay. Try to bring your hands down to the ground, find a little halfway lift through your spine, and then release your body down. And we're going to repeat that. Roll through your spine, little halfway lift. Exhale to release. Roll through your spine, little halfway lift. Exhale to release. We take that 2 more times. Roll through your spine, little halfway lift. Exhale to release. And then last one, feel this undulation through your spine, lengthen. And exhale to release, let it go. Shift your weight forward, point through your back toes. And then swap, do the opposite. Bring your weight back, flex through your front foot as you bend your back knee. And we're gonna move between these 2 postures, point through your back toe, and flex your front foot. And just moving forwards and backwards, finding a continual stretch, especially into the right hamstring. If it's ever getting a little too intense, feel free to take a break and then come back into it. Now on this last one, launch yourself forward onto your right foot and then bend your left knee. Try to pull your knees together. Again, if you need to have a little softness through your right knee, that's fine. Drop your head. Breathe into this length that you can create through your right hamstring. And now send your left leg far back behind you. Come into a low lunge position. So your hands are framing your front foot. Breathe here. You can lift through your chin and your chest just a bit. And then lower your back knee and shift your hips back into your half split. And we're gonna move between those 2 postures now. Bend your knee, lift your back knee, lift your chin, and then lower your back knee, send your hips back. And we'll take this about 3 more times, just moving between these 2 postures. Find a nice length through your left hip flexor, and then find a nice stretch into your right hamstring. Lots of focus on the hamstrings today. Couple more times here, just feeling this shift. And then last one, shift yourself forwards. and shift yourself back. And then hold this final one in this half split. And if you need to have a bend of your knee, go ahead and find that bend. Breathe into the space between your shoulder blades. Nice big breaths in and out. Every exhale, allow yourself to sink a little heavier. And then rebend into your front knee. Flip your back toes. Find three-legged dog with your right leg up into the air. Bend your right knee and open through your hip. Take a little time to move around. Let some fresh oxygenated blood come back into the joints of your right leg. And then place your right foot down to the mat. You're in a downward facing dog. Walk your feet up towards your fingers, back to our ragdoll position. And then from here, slowly start to roll yourself up to stand. Push into your feet. Stack through your vertebrae, shoulders, chin, and gaze are last to arrive. Open up through your arms, connect your palms at the top, and then open your arms as you forward fold down. I'm gonna take all of that on the second side. So keep your left foot where it is and step your right foot back. Come into this pyramid shape, and then bend through your back knee, maybe it taps to the ground, and then straighten through your leg. And we'll take this 5 times total, just finding a bit of movement, kind of gradually working our way into this intense left hamstring stretch. And if you're unable to straighten all the way through your left leg, that's okay. Maintain a soft little bend through your left knee. After your 5th time, hold in our little pyramid stretch here. Think of consistently pulling your left hip back. And again, if you've got to bend through your knee, no biggie. Take what you need to take. We're going to come into some little spinal undulations here. So you'll lift your body, lift your head into a little flat back, and then release yourself down. So we're going to take this about 5 times total. Inhale to undulate your body forward, and then exhale to release. And every time that you release down, I want you to imagine that your belly button could go a little further down your leg. That your lower spine could get a little bit longer every single time that you release. And allow breath to come into this movement. Make sure that you're not holding through your breath here. And we'll take a few more. And after your last one, hold, and then shift your weight forward onto your left foot, and then shift your weight back, flex your front foot. And continue to move between these two. So shift the weight forward and shift the weight back. And we'll take this about 5 times total. Always maintain a little bit of a bend through your left knee if that makes it more accessible, whatever you need. And after your last one, you're gonna hold the weight onto your left foot and then bend your right knee. So it's kind of like a little flamingo. Try to bring your knees together. Really pull your right heel towards your right glute. Have some softness in your left knee if that's what you need to have. Breathe here, drop your head, lengthen your spine. And now send your right foot so it goes far back behind you. You're coming into your lunge position. Keep your back knee lifted. Lift your heart, lift your chin, lift your gaze. Feel a nice opening into your right hip flexor. Breathe into that space. Now we're gonna move between the 2 postures. So lower your back knee down to the mat and start to shift your hips back into your half split. Lengthen into your left hamstring. And then shift yourself back forward, lift your back knee. And we'll move between these 2. Lower your back knee, shift your hips back. And then bend into your front knee, shift your hips forward, lift your heart. And again, lower your back knee, shift your hips back. And you can, of course, take this at your own pace, but I do want you to feel a little sense of undulating through your spine, especially as you come out of your hamstring stretch and into your lunge. And we'll take just 1 or 2 more like this. And after your last one, hold in your half split. Always the option to maintain a soft little bend through your left knee. And you can even think of finding a little bit of an undulation pattern here through your spine as well. Lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the neck. Take nice big breaths in and full big breaths out. And then slowly move yourself back to your low lunge position. Flip your back toes under and find your three-legged dog. So your left leg will go up into the air. Bend your left knee and open your hip. Continue to push down evenly into your hands. And then slowly replace your left foot back down to the mat. You're in a downward facing dog. Walk your feet up towards your fingers and then bring your feet a little bit wider. It can be about shoulder width or even wider than that. Now lengthen through your spine. Find a nice flat spine and then try to maintain that flat spine. Bend your knees as you try to bring your torso as far between your legs as you can. So you can allow your knees to bend, a little plie, and then try to straighten your legs as much as you can while you maintain a long flat spine. And we're just gonna take a few of these. So you're gonna plie, find that soft little plie, bend through your knees. Just try to stay as long as you can through your lower spine, especially as you point your butt bones straight up to the sky. This is pretty deep on the hamstrings, but we've gotten pretty deep on the hamstrings, so allow your spine to grow. Allow the crown of your head to lengthen down towards the mat. And we'll take just a couple more of these. If you're unable to get your torso between your legs, that's fine. You can bring your torso a little further out. And then after your last one, soften your knees and roll yourself up to stand. Bring your feet so they come right underneath your hips. Maybe take a few shoulder rolls, a little movement here, and then just bring your hands to rest down by your side. Allow your eyes to close or find a soft gaze. And we'll finish in stillness, just allowing breath. Notice any shifts you may feel physically, mentally. Thank you for joining us today. And that's your flow.